Want to make an anime style Roblox game logo just like Dragon Ball Z all for free? In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create an epic anime logo using Photopea, a completely online free editor. Whether you're making a Dragon Ball Z inspired game or just love the aesthetic, this guide will get you a clean, professional logo step by step. So let's jump in. So once you're at photopea.com, you're going to want to create a new project. Click on the new project button right here. Once you're here, go over to width and height, change it to 1000 by 1000, and feel free to name it whatever you want. Once done, click create. Now we need to find the background. Now I don't personally play Roblox, but I'm sure if you're watching this video, you do. So go into your game and take a screenshot of one of your characters or go into whatever editor you guys use to get cool pictures of in-game Roblox stuff. So let's just say I did that and this is the picture I made. So I'm just going to right click on it and copy it. And then I'm going to go back into Photopea and hit Control and V to paste it. Then I'm going to hit Control Alt and T. Oops, what the heck did I just press? And then I'm going to hit Control Alt and T and scale it up by grabbing one of the boxes and pulling it. We'll scale them to about here. Once done, click this check mark to confirm it. Next step, I'm going to make this look a little bit better. So go up to Filter and Camera Raw. Go down here to Effects. I'm going to adjust the texture, clarity, maybe even dehaze slightly. And once you're done, click OK. So you can see before and after, it's subtle, but it's a little more detailed now. Next step, we need our text. Now, if you want to keep it real simple, you can type all this text in one go by using your text tool, clicking on your canvas, typing in all your words, clicking that check mark, and then hitting Control Alt T and scaling it up. Then you can highlight the certain words you want to change the colors of. So we can go like yellow for this and then like red for this. But if we do this, we won't be able to add like gradients and edit these individually as easy. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go the more complicated route, which is actually still super easy. So get your text tool, do the same thing, but just type in one word at a time. So we'll start with dragon. Hit Control C and Control V, then type in the next word, and then Control C, Control V, and then type in the final word, which is the Z, which is bigger than both. So now we need to just rearrange all these. So I'm going to click on dragon, go up here to transform controls so I could just edit the text super easy. We're going to go right here. Same thing for ball. Just need to scale it to the same size. And then the Z, make it a little bit bigger and off to the side. Uncheck that box and rearrange everything as needed. Now for the font, I'm actually using Anton, but some other good ones are Luckiest Guy, Indigo, whatever this one is, Lemon Milk. So now what we're going to do is we're going to edit the text. So go ahead and hold Control and click all the text and then move it down here until it's centered. Then hit Control Alt T and scale it up. I'm going to put it like right here. Check mark. Now let's edit all the text individually. So we're going to start out with dragon. Double click on the dragon layer, go to gradient overlay, change the scale to 5, go into this gradient box menu, move it over here, move this white box all the way to the left, and we're going to change the color to a bright yellow, and then we're going to go into this one and change it to a slightly darker yellow, like that. Click OK, click OK, click OK. Now go into ball. Click gradient overlay, and all you'll have to do is change the colors. So click on that first box, a bright red, a slightly darker red. Whoa. Like that. Okay, okay, okay. Now finally the Z. Click on that, go into gradient overlay, leave it as is. So now we're going to combine all the text, so you will not be able to edit that text anymore individually. So just know that. So hit Control, click on all the text layers, right click on any of them, and click Convert to a Smart Object. This will make it one whole layer. But now we can double click on it to open up the layer style menu. Go to Stroke, crank that bad boy. I'm gonna crank it to like 15 because I can, and then click OK. Now click Control Alt T to free transform your text. Right click on your text and go to perspective. Then grab one of these boxes, either the top left or the top right, and drag it slightly inwards and up like that. Check mark. Now you can scale it up if you want even more. It just gives it some depth, and I think it looks pretty cool. Now go back into the layer style menu and click drop shadow. Adjust the angle to 90 degrees so it's straight below the text. And personally, I would just adjust the distance, spread size, and maybe the opacity. So like, it's kind of up to you how you want it to look. I kind of just tweak them until they look good. And once I'm complacent with it, I click OK. Now we're going to make this look even more insane because I mean, it's Dragon Ball Z and going Super Saiyan is absolutely nuts. So we're gonna have to make it look like that. So go down here to the bottom right, new layer, click on that, go to your brush tool. Now for the top box, I'm gonna go with this same yellow. So go ahead and click on that yellow to get a sample of it and click OK. Now to use the brush tool, if you hold Alt and right click, you can drag right to make it bigger, hold or left to make it smaller, up to make it softer, down to make it harder. So we're gonna make it pretty soft and kind of small, so about like 150, and we're just going to click kind of all over the text like that. Click on the color box, change it to red this time, and do the same for this. Now you might think that looks kind of strange, and yes it does, but we're not done. So make sure this layer is selected and click this box and go to overlay. You'll see with it, without it, with it, without it. It just adds some more depth and it looks awesome. So stick with me, we're getting closer. We're going to add a blur to this background a little bit. So click on your background layer, go to blur, change the strength to 100% up here. And you know, again, you can use Alt and right click to adjust the size of it. Make it pretty big and hold left click and just kind of drag a few times because we want to make this part blurrier down here so that the text stands out more. Okay, I think that looks pretty awesome. You'll see with it and without it. It adds a little bit more to it. Now, one thing I'm going to do that you don't have to do is go up to Window, Plugins. We're going to go with Zeus Electric Energy Effects. Now, I think it's fitting because anime is insane and there's lots of cool effects that go on in it. So once you do that and click Install, it should appear right here. Then you can click on it and select the preset that you want. So we could go with Flash if you wanted to, and you can adjust everything here. And I mean, I'm not going to use this one, but you could use it. You know, I might use it actually. I think that looks kind of cool. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use that. That looks awesome. So yeah, you can add a little effect like that and it just adds some more to your design. Now, the next plugin we're going to be using is called Super Bloom. So go up to Window, Plugins, and type in Super Bloom. Click on it and click Install. Click that X. Now go into Super Bloom and just scroll down to the bottom and click Add to Document. Now you might be like, what in the world is going on here? Well, don't worry. Just turn the opacity down to whatever you like and you'll be okay, all right? Now, let's say that we want to take the Super Bloom off of this guy's face. Well, it's really easy. Go down to the bottom and click Add Raster Mask. Here, make sure you have white and black as your two colors. Because when you use your brush tool, you can swap between them. So white adds and black removes. So when you click X, you can swap between them quickly. And the black will actually remove that, but keep it around everything else. I think it's awesome, but do what you want to do. We're getting so close to the end. We're going to be adding a curves adjustment layer. So go down here to new adjustment layer and click on curves. All you want to do is go up on this line and down on this line like an S. Then you can adjust the opacity a little bit if you want, but it adds a little bit more to the picture. Guys, tell me that wasn't easy. That's all there is to it. And now you have an awesome game logo just like that. So now we're going to export it. Go up to File, Export As, and either JPEG or PNG. It's up to you. I'm going to go with JPEG. If whatever you're using this logo on says that the file's too big, if you go down in quality like 2%, you should be fine. And it won't really do anything. I'm going to stick with 100% and click Save. But don't stop there. If you want more templates, overlays, and graphics packs, I've got a whole collection free to download on my Gumroad website. The link will be down in the description. And if you want to share your designs, get feedback, or just chill with other creators, join the Discord. The link is in the description.